So if you didn't already know this already, I've been playing Forsaken for quite a lot of time right now. Currently probably sitting at around 33, 32 days now. And seeing as I have gotten every single kill maxed out, I thought I'd do a tier list on them to see how I actually prefer them, showing gameplay on how I play them, an example of basically how they work, and I will explaining everything about them. So first up is Slasher. Slasher is the base killer that you get from joining Forsaken after you just joined, simply. He is a melee killer, meaning he is only up close. This means that you cannot do far range attacks unless you use his absurd hitbox from the previously known as Jason. The reason why his name's Slasher is because copyright reasons, and they didn't want to get into trouble from them. Based off Slasher's lore, we know that he is from Area 51, he was experimented on, and he is a bacon hair, as we know. He eventually escaped with Jeff and Slenderman both being eventual killers in the game. As far as we know, he uses the Necrobloxicon to listen to his previous mother's voice to make sure that he stays under control by the Spectre. If I'm honest, I find Slasher pretty fun. He's actually a really good killer, if you understand how to loop properly. Unless the survivor is really, really good at looping, then you're basically screwed as him. Simply just make sure you know how to use his moves well. Raging Pace is a really good use for this. Anyway, with that being said, I will be showing the gameplay as of right now. Please enjoy the gameplay, thank you. Anyways, I put Slasher at a solid, I'd say A tier. He's really good. Honestly, he's, if you know how to use him properly. Mainly Behead and Gashing Wound being, like, the only way to carry him. Anyway, next up is Coolkidd. Coolkidd is, well, as his name implies, he's a kid. He is literally a child. He is a pretty good rushdown killer, I'd say. I think he's a rushdown. I'm not 100% sure about that. But his rushdown move, which is, what's it called? Walk speed override. Sorry about that long pause. It does 32 base damage and then it increased like 8 burn or more. It's pretty good, honestly. I'm genuinely surprised on how good that move is, especially seeing as he's really easy to use. Coolkidd is base like M1 damage is 26.5, which I find crazy, honestly. He is really good against Guest now because he can't block his override. His brick is also pretty good, giving slowness and a guaranteed 15 if it hits. He also has 2 minions to suffice for him not having an indicator, which is pretty useful. Anyways, the gameplay will be appearing on screen. Anyways, I think Coolkidd is actually a really good killer for like beginners. He's really useful and also pretty easy to learn. The only problem is he's pretty counterable now, seeing as a lot of people know how to counter him. I'd put him at a solid B, I'd say. He's pretty good. Anyways, next up is John Doe. A lot of people know him as a hacker on Roblox, but he's actually just an alternate account for testing different games. He has quite a good amount of moves that make him a pretty useful, but he's also he's like a trapper? Yeah, he's a trapper. Mainly because of his spikes and puddles. His spikes do 12 damage each of his spikes, making him a pretty good long range, but also melee killer, because his melee does 28 damage, which is quite a lot. His puddles giving the survivor corruption, but also giving him a speed boost so he can actually catch up to them. And he also has error 404, giving him an indicator to make it fair, saying that every single killer has a indicator. Anyways, gameplay for John will be on screen. Personally, John is irritating to use. He is very difficult to learn. He is a 5-star killer after all. So honestly, I'm putting him in low B. He's not that bad, but he's also irritating to play as, especially seeing as the learning curve that you need to learn him. Next up is my personal main, Noli. Noli is really fun if you know how to play him properly, especially with his Void Rush, Observant combo. Surprising survivors, I'm putting them off guard. Making sure that you can actually get a sneaky 50 damage if you get it off, because hallucination makes you do more damage, which is really good. Nova is basically just Coolkidd's brick, but it can hit through walls like a lot better, has a bigger radius and everything. So he's just basically Coolkidd, but a lot better, seeing as he can turn, and also the fact that he can teleport, giving hallucinations and having clones. So basically, he's just a really good rushdown killer in my opinion. He's insanely good. Gameplay for Noli will be on screen right about now. Have fun watching it. Me personally, Noli is S tier. He has always been a really good killer, even after his nerfs during the Noli update. He's always been a reliable and pretty decent killer until, like, a little recently, but then he got fixed because his Nova was bugged. Anyway, next up is, I believe it's, 1x, yes, 1x. Right. 1x is a ranged, mainly ranged killer. He has Mass Infection and Entanglement. Entanglement brings the survivor closer, which used to, because it got a rework not too long ago, it used to make pop-ups appear that you had to click off, but now you just have to evade it. That's about it. Nothing else. Mass Infection makes it so that it's a ranged big attack, basically, that makes it do poison. Well, all his attacks do poison, and that it can go really far. He has minions after you kill them, so if you kill a survivor, minions appear after every single time. Anyways, 1x clip will be on screen right now. Have fun! Well, Next is a pretty fun killer if you really think about him. Even though he's really brain dead to play, I'd put him at a top B tier or maybe a low A tier. He's really good if you understand how to use him properly, especially seeing as he is really easy to use, as you saw from that clip there. Anyways, next, for the second to last, is Sixer. Sixer is a giant in comparison to the others that we have. He or she, they are multi-pronouns, so you can call them whatever what the hell you want, really. And basically what they do is they go boing. The simplest way to say it. They basically just they can leap into the air, slashing you. They also have what I'd like to call 2011X's rage mode from Outcome Memories, if you guys know what that game is, because it's kind of dead now. Anyways, Sixer is really fun if you understand how to use them properly. Hopefully you enjoy the clip. See you guys after this clip for the last killer. Sixer is a really good killer if you understand how to use their moveset properly. They are a pretty good, I'd say they're a pretty good, like, mid-killer. Like, honestly, they aren't the best, but if you understand how to if you understand how to use their moves correctly, as shown in the clip that I used, because it was pretty good, I'd say. Not to judge myself at all, but no to any Sixer mains out there, I know you guys are trying your best. Anyways, with that being said, we go to our final killer, being Nosferatu. The killer that no one asked for. Why is he here? I know he's based off the vampire cosmetic from the Roblox shop, but like, why is he here? No one wants him here. Either way, he's a fun killer. I kind of like him. He's pretty fun. Sixer, by the way, I forgot to mention. Sixer's going to go into at least a B tier, maybe high C, in my opinion. Anyways, Nosferatu, going on with him. He is I'd say, a ranged, like, he's a mix of 1X and John Doe, I'd say. He's not the best, but he's not the worst in the world. He isn't, like, that good, but he's not that bad either, so the clip will show you exactly what it is. Also, as you saw in every single clip, I used their milestone 4s. However, as we know, Nosferatu does not have a milestone 4 as of right now, so I used his, I think I used the Arachnid skin for him for now. So until he gets a milestone 4, he's going to be using that for now. Hope you guys have fun with the clip, and I'll talk to you guys after this clip. After all that, here is my final tier list for all the killers, Nosferatu being, in my opinion, the worst. I absolutely do not like his... I like his moveset, but his playstyle is a bit awkward for me. They are reworking him soon though, so it should change in the near future. Noli being my favorite because, well, purple is my favorite color, and also the fact that he is just really fun to play. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Please note that I probably won't be recording or like doing any uploads soon because I have tests soon, so I will go I'm going to be focusing on those. Have a good day. See you guys probably in a while. Goodbye.